Alright guys, so here we have Cell Jr. Now, Cell Jr., funny enough, I was not going to rainbow on his initial banner, on Cell's banner, since I had really poor luck pulling Cell Jr., but a weird thing happened, and for whatever reason, they decided to put Cell Jr. and Android 16 on this banner as well. They usually don't do that, because Cell Jr. and 16 are still featured on these banners, but they brought them out so quickly. Again, that is not something they usually do, so I'll go ahead and take this W that Dokkan decided to bless me with. We'll go ahead and rainbow the Cell Juniors, and then we'll go ahead and awaken them as well. Now, I do think there was a bit of a missed opportunity with this Cell Junior unit. Despite the fact that all the Cell Juniors are pretty much there, the unit is only called Cell Junior. There is no Cell Juniors card that's in the Join Forces team. Then there's no like free-to-play Cell Juniors, which I think there was a missed opportunity to do, just like the free-to-play Metal Cooler units. And then, I mean, overall, I do think the Cell Junior card is very good, but there's just like weird like balancing issues with like all four of those banner units: 16, Gohan, Cell, and Cell Junior. Let me level them up and we'll talk about them some more. Alright guys, so we're here in an event. We're going to start out on the Artificial Lifeform team. Again, Cell Junior's on 3 category teams right now. Again, it is stupid, I think, that like in his super attack, there's like all 7 of them attack, and on the card, you know, all 7 of them are there. They should have called the card Cell Juniors. The card should also be on Join Forces. But again, I've talked at length about how really all of the new cards from the banners have really weird design decisions I just do not understand. Now, Cell Jr. is interesting. He's not really going to be the biggest heavy hitter around, I don't think, but he can put up some really good damage, and especially if there's another Cell on the rotation, Cell Jr. can do... Okay, so 1.5 million right there. We definitely can get a lot higher than that. It's going to be interesting to see what his number... Oof, that's not bad, but it's going to be interesting to see what Cell Jr.'s number is going to be on the Android category team, because now on the Android category team, if we run a double LR Android lead, we could potentially have Kid Buu on that team. So, and then I guess probably SCR Android 18 will probably link up better. Well, no, because the LR Androids do have Fierce Battle. Although 18 does have Innocence, but the LR Androids will be better. So probably LR Androids, Cell Jr., Kid Buu on the Android team is probably his best rotation, but we'll see. Now, I've talked about this too, how the Artificial Lifeform team secretly has become just like... it's just on a different level. Like, when this team gets a proper category lead, it's going to be just so insane. Like, these units just work really, really well in conjunction with each other. You've got Physical Kid Buu. You have Int Metal Cooler, who's probably the best support unit in the game. I don't want to say that no one talks about. I was going to say he's the best support type unit in the game that no one talks about, but I don't even know that's not even true. Like, people know how ridiculous Metal Cooler is, but after his EZ8, he is just such a versatile and good offensively and defensively unit. He's just very, very good. Now, obviously, Baby being 4-key does help this team out dramatically, but it really is a shame because Power Creep has shown us, you know, Baby came out in February on JP, where his leader skill is 4-key and 130%. Well, now the LR Androids come out in, you know, September, and now we have 150% and 4-key. So that's where the Power Creep is really coming into play. This is a really good rotation for Cell Jr. Yeah, Metal Cooler, 95k defense. Well, Cell Jr. is at 110k defense as well. That's really quite good. That's quite good. Well, okay, I guess I do have to account for Metal Cooler does give, what, 40% defense to Extreme Class allies? So, you know, that's a huge part of it. But this team is just so strong. I'm a really, really big fan of the Artificial Lifeform team. So, I guess our best bet for a proper leader for this team is probably going to be Android 13, like a Transforming Android 13 or a Dokkan Fest Android 13, something like that. Probably would give us our Artificial Lifeform leader. Yeah, the Cell Jr. does also lower attack, huh? And they are an Artificial Lifeform category leader themselves of 120%, that's actually really good, because before this, I mean, you know, on Global right now, you know, the only other artificial life form category leader is Baby, who's a summonable LR. You can't expect people to have summonable LRs that quickly, right? It's just not going to happen. They're very, very difficult to pull, right? Now on GP, obviously, we do have the free-to-play LR first form tech cell, right? Who is a leader skill of 100% artificial life form. But, you know, for global, Cell Jr. being a 120% lead, I mean, that's not that much different from what Baby provides, right? Baby's 4 key and 130%, Cell Jr.'s 3 key and 120%. So, you know, you can very, very feasibly run a Cell Jr. as your lead, and you've got an artificial life form team on global. So, they've done a really good job, I think, with giving leader skills like that to some of these, like, secondary banner units and you know, free-to-play cards all have tremendous leader skills. Like, look at the Krillin and 18 from the Baba Shop from Battlefield. Like, have just incredible leader skills. So, Dokkan has done very, very good in that lately, in giving free-to-play players and all players several options to run as leaders for these teams. So, all right, let's go ahead and hop to the Android team now, which I think probably is where we'll see the best stuff from Cell Jr. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Android team. Now, one other effect that Cell Jr. does have is he does get 10% attack per artificial life form category ally on the team. Now, I was able to get away with this. All of them except for the leader is an artificial life form category unit, so Cell Jr. definitely will be able to put up very, very impressive numbers here. I think they'll be able to do a really good amount of damage. I don't really care about getting their guaranteed super because I kind of want to see the attack stats they could put up right now. So let's see what Cell Jr. is at. And he gives us 1.28. Okay, not bad, not bad. So once we get Physical Kid Buu in here, who is going to activate Brutal Beatdown for him. Does Physical Kid Buu have Nightmare as well? He might. Hold on, let me double check that. No, okay, Physical Kid Buu doesn't have Nightmare, but he does have Brutal Beatdown. So he is going to give an extra, you know, 60% to Cell Jr. So Cell Jr.'s attack set is going to jump way up. And then here, of course, is that first form LR Cell I was talking about. Very strong unit. I really like that Cell because he gets Ki every single time he super attacks. So as the fight goes on, it gets a lot easier for him. I did bring this Android 13 as well. I've talked about it several times. I actually don't want to go full out here because I would like to stall a little bit because I do want to make it to where Kid Buu is going to be on that rotation with Cell Jr. But this Android 13 is a beast. Like, they gave those 7 random units an EZA. You know, the Super Saiyan Goku from the Cooler movie, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, Metal Cooler, and these units are just so crazy. They're so insane. Like, on so many different teams, they're so insane. Like, if I'm global right now, if I'm a global player, that's the EZA I care about more than any other one. Like, because you get 7 units who become instantly top tier. Like, it's ludicrous, really. All right, sure, we'll just give the androids a big-time super attack, whatever. Because we are actually going to be able to get that rotation I want no matter what here. Now, we do have the rotation where Cell is here. So, now that Cell is on rotation, Cell Jr. gets 2 super attacks. I'm not really the biggest fan of how they're doing this now. Where, you know, I think having a certain character on the team is not really so bad. But when you have to have the same character on the same rotation, that's bad. Because you are significantly limiting team building there. Again, being on the same team, not really so much of an issue because you do have 6 slots, 7, you know, total with the friend lead. So it's not really that big of a deal, but same rotation. Like, think of what Androids in Android 16 would be if all you needed was Gohan to be on the team. That's it. But you didn't have to have him on the same rotation. Like, that would be just a massive, massive power buff to that unit. It would be quite insane, honestly. We should be able to finish this Vegeta off right here. Maybe not. Well, I mean, I gotta remember that the LR androids do give 40% attack to the whole rotation, so, you know, any rotation that they're on, units are gonna do a lot of damage. Now, I did choose to give my Tech LR Cell here. I gave him 15 additional because of the fact that he lowers attack and he gets Ki when he super attacks. I felt like that was maybe the best way to go for him. Kind of thinking like making it easier for him to super as a fight goes on, right? Oh yeah, we actually, unless 13 gets a crit here, we're actually not going to finish him off. Oh, this is... Okay, this is actually a little bit problematic here. I guess I could probably avoid a super attack with Kid Buu. That's what I need to do. Because I need Cell Jr. to be in between. Yes. Okay, perfect. Even if Kid Buu got an additional super attack, I don't think he's finishing Vegeta off, so we can go ahead and see this rotation, right? Physical Kid Buu giving 50% and Brutal Beatdown. The LR Androids giving 40% as well, so 1.54, okay. And they're giving, you know, Fierce Battle plus the 40%. So there we go. I imagine that's probably the highest number you could see from Cell Jr., unless there's something I'm really not thinking about, because, I mean, we have them with Brutal Beatdown, Fierce Battle, both of those active. They also do have Nightmare and the Innocence, so they do have a lot of attack links. Innocence... No, for a second, I had to double check. I was like, wait, does Physical Kid Buu have Innocence? But no, it's Physical Super Buu has Innocence. The World Tournament one, that's the one I was thinking of. I knew one of those Physical Buus did have the Innocence. A little interesting that Physical Super Buu has the Innocence, but whatever. But, alright, so we saw a good amount from Cell Jr. Again, they're just a very solid unit. They're not anything game-breaking, but they're just a good, solid unit. Both him and the Android 16... Again, if Android 16 wasn't limited that he had to be in the same rotation as a unit he doesn't link up with at all in Gohan, that would be better, but they really did hurt that 16. So let's go ahead and move into this Cell Jr. now. This is Dispersion of Evil Cell Jr., so there we go, just Cell Jr., not Cell Juniors, but just Cell Jr. Their leader skill is the Artificial Life Form category, Key 3, and 120% of stats. That is very good, as I explained earlier. That's only really 1 key and 10% HP attack and defense worse than LR Super Baby 2. So that's pretty good. They're pretty good in that aspect. Their super attack is Cell Jr.'s Hell, which does supreme damage and lowers attack and defense. Very nice that they lower attack. That's a very good ability. Their passive skill, Dispersion, is 100% attack and defense at the start of turn, which is good. Then they get an additional 10% attack per Artificial Life Form category ally on the team. Then they launch a guaranteed additional super attack if you have Cell Perfect Form or Perfect Cell attacking in the same turn. So that's the thing that hurts them. If it only had to be a Cell on the team, that's so much better, because, like, they don't really link up the best with, well, I guess they do link up pretty good with STR Cell, because they do have Shocking Speed, they've got Nightmare, they have Fierce Battle. STR Cell, no, he does not have Brutal Beatdown, but, so that's not bad, right? But I don't, like... Cell Jr. probably not like a main rotation unit. I guess SCR Cell is good enough to be a main rotation unit, though. And, you know, you could have Cell Jr. floating, and they would be a very serviceable floating unit in that scenario, I guess. Their links are Attack of the Clones, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, The Innocence, Coward, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. So their links are solid. It's just, it's bizarre to me that they released a Cell Jr. unit designed to be a partner with Cell, and, like, they don't link up with LR Cell. They have Fierce Battle, and that's it. Like, what were they thinking? I don't understand. Like, they made Android 16 a running partner for Gohan, and Cell Jr. a running partner for Cell, but the units don't work well with the LRs. I just, what were they thinking? I do not understand still. It makes no sense. It's dumb. Very dumb. Cell Jr.'s 12 key multiplier is 140%. This is good. I guess this is what I would take from that unit. Okay, the Dokkan Wiki does mention that the LR Physical Cell does activate their guaranteed second additional super attack, because it's got Cell Perfect Form in the name. Okay. All right, that's good. That's definitely good to know that LR Physical Cell does act. I mean, I would hope so, considering he has Cell Jr.'s in the freaking card right there. And then finally, Cell Jr. is on 3 category teams. He is, of course, on the Android team, which we looked at. Then he is over here on the Artificial Life Form team, which is, in reality, that will be his best team eventually. But we can get a better attack set on the Android team for now, but just barely. And then down here, he is on the Android/Cell Saga team. We didn't look at him on today, but I don't know. I guess Cell Jr. is an okay fit, I guess. But, you know, again, him not linking up with LR in Cell is a bit of a mystery to me. I'll just leave it at that. So there we go. Cell Jr. definitely a good unit. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.